Yo, what up? It's Brittany Benson.
It's Mark Andre.
And it's Raye 6.
The talented Raye 6. The amazing Raye 6. First of all, if you don't know who Raye 6 is, then you've been in the box. You know what I'm saying? But this is your opportunity to get out, because we're here at No Boxes with fucking Raye 6, man.
Hell yeah. Superstar, man.
Rockstar.
Foxy lady. That's the first thing I saw her. The first time I met her, Afro Punk, I was like, yo, she's so foxy.
Yeah. You know, I was like, yo, she's dope. He's like, yeah.
I'm very black. Yes, I am. I'm very black. I'm totally pro-black.
So, yo, let's just get to it and tell the people a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter, born in New Jersey, but I've been living in Brooklyn for over 10 years. I worked with a lot of artists.
Like?
I worked with Buttons, M1 from Death Prez, Ghostface, Chris Scholar, who's produced a lot of stuff for Beyonce and Kanye.
Yeah.
Hey.
Baby J, who's done things with Amy Winehouse.
R.I.P. Shout out to
Yeah,
Jay.
I've worked with a few people. I've directed music videos, co-directed music videos, styled them.
Yeah, she does everything. I love it.
But I'm a singer.
She's a singer?
I'm a singer.
Songwriter.
That does everything.
Yeah. And she records her own shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So, she got the engineering skills going on, too. So, let me see. Who influences you?
Okay. I knew you was going to ask me that, right?
Of course.
I was like...
That's the easy
I was
question.
getting my answer ready. Right, because I was like, I know she's going to ask me this. Who influenced me? So, I was thinking, like, usually when I answer that question, I always say... you know, people from the past, some artists who are dead and things like that. So I had to kind of dig deep and think about the people that I actually listen to and admire now so I could start naming them,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they need light too. So I'm going to start with Coco Sarai. I'm going to start with Chris Robb, Jesse Boykins, Lion Babe, My Pay. Who else do I listen to right now? I'm into Janelle's stuff and everything.
Okay.
All the time, Miguel. Everything from Miguel.
Yeah,
he's
shout out
sexy.
Miguel.
Everything from Belial.
Oh, yeah.
Legend.
Sango.
Yes.
Isn't it? Ooh.
Yes, Sango. Shout out Sango. Yes.
Okay, who else do I like? I mess with Cakes the Killer. John Suede Jury. Okay, I think.
Yeah, different.
And then other than that, Michael McDonald, Stephanie Mills, Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin,
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
The real singers.
Okay.
The real singers. Do you think it's hard for the real singers?
No, we coming back. Yeah, we coming back. They had a day. That's good. It always happens like that. Now when we come back, people are going to appreciate us more. So
Yeah.
that's what that means.
Yeah. But when you hear like a motherfucker that has a whole bunch of auto-tune and winning Grammys and fucking short, does it make you feel away? No, I'm dead ass.
It does. But it doesn't make me feel like I'm missing out on anything and they getting something and I'm not.
Okay.
Because we probably wouldn't have the same fan base.
Exactly.
You know, so they're getting what they are getting. There are people, I'm not going to shade anybody, but there are people out there who can only ingest that type of music.
Right.
You know?
They're good at it. As long as they're good at it.
Yeah, yeah. So that works for certain people. There are a lot of people in this world.
Yeah.
So.
But I kind of feel like I could listen to a song and be like, okay, this motherfucker's auto-tuned out, but, you know, it's cool. But then when I hear like a real singer, it's like, it's a different appreciation. It's like,
I was on the train the other day, last night, matter of fact, coming home and shit. And these 4 white boys were on the train singing, I'm in love with a stripper. And I was cracking up in my head. I was so tired, I couldn't even acknowledge that they were doing it. But I'm like, that type of music just crosses over with everybody. There are people who want to hear it.
did you ever feel like you wanted to cross over?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I crossed over with my song Not Gonna Be, which is very commercial and pop. I'm sure you guys want to hear it because I said it. Excuse me. But it's really commercial and pop. I crossed over for that one.
Once you crossed over.
But my crossover is still black, so.
Yeah, okay, but once you crossed over, did you feel like you wanted to stay there, or you was like, nah, I have to go back?
Fade away.
No, it's just that's how I felt at the time.
Okay.
I probably was angry that pop songs were winning, and I probably said, "Oh, I'll write the shit out of a pop song," and I wrote the shit out of a pop song, and I did it, and that passes. It's like I think I make songs based off of any emotion that I have,
Gotcha.
and that's where my songs come from. Like I don't have any song that I don't like of mine. All my songs I like because I just don't. I don't make fillers,
Exactly.
I don't do that. I can't do it. You know.
can't allow yourself.
I can't.
To do it.
Yeah, I can't
Exactly.
do it. I can't physically even write it. So everything I do and I write in my songs are, to me, hits.
Yeah.
Y'all will find out.
Yes.
Of course.
So, as far as like your influences and stuff, and I feel like like I told you before, it's so foxy. So where that came from? Where's the source of that? Like, cause
Where is the source?
Cause the Raye 6 from 2010 doesn't look like the Raye 6 right now.
Because people change. 2015.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about because from 2008-9ish up until 2010, maybe 11, I had one look, right? The hair.
Yeah.
My style changed, but that hair stayed. And that was around the time where I felt like I needed to brand myself because before that, I've been working, I've been touring, I've been performing, but I changed my look up so much that nobody would ever relate that time they saw me to me. So it was messing up my brand. So I had to do something back then that, made the brand established.
Yeah.
So I did that. But I'll show y'all a picture in there. I've been wearing that hairstyle since I was in grammar school.
Oh yeah.
It's on my wall.
So what's the afro? Afro is more like going back to the roots type.
No, it's big and
More
powerful
Bold.
and bold, and it's like saying "fuck you" or "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
I ride around with her every day.
Does she have a name? Nope. We got a name with no boxes.
I'll be like
out the box.
I'll be like a little ninja dodging people when they be trying to come up to me. They be like, "Can I film you?" I'm like, "No, don't." I be blocking.
That's funny.
Like old gold member in the old 70 movie flick.
Look but don't touch.
Exactly.
Right.
But all kinds of comments. This one woman asked me, was my hair inspired by Undercover Brother?
Was that one white?
Yeah, she had to be. She really had to be for that one. Yeah. Like that look you give, like.
My reply was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I walked away. It's like,
glad.
what do you
Yeah,
say?
you didn't say no word?
No. In my mind, though, when I walked away, I said to myself, "Is this the only
She gave me that
motherfucking
look.
representation this bitch got of black people? Is
Yeah,
Undercover
exactly.
Brother?" But I couldn't say that to her.
Yeah.
It's just rude.
Yo,
She's
Mouth
rude.
said it.
I'm not rude. She was
Damn.
rude.
Yeah, no,
Told you,
it's
it's
not
because I'm
Undercover
grown.
Brother? Like.
It's because I'm grown. That's why I handle things
That's
in a
deep.
certain way, because I think about the consequences of anything that I do. If it's not good for me in my life, I won't even entertain it.
Is that what inspired you? What inspired you to write that song?
Because I'm grown?
Yeah.
It's because of that.
growing up.
Because people always ask me, like, why do you think a certain way? Why do you handle situations a certain way? And it's like, what definition do you have for that? It's because I'm grown. I've lived. I've learned my lesson. Like,
Right.
I've done things.
Yeah.
And I know that life is a fucking choice. And I choose to take the grown woman route,
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's real.
yeah.
That's pretty
That's why I wrote that. And then in the lyrics too, the lyrics are really powerful. In between the whole because I'm grown thing, I'm talking about serious stuff. I'm like, cop kills a little black kid today. Now he's on vacation with suspended pay.
Right.
Like, I'm throwing things in there, but it sounds like a kitschy song.
Yeah.
But it's a message.
As far as it goes, like, yeah, when you talk about the message and stuff, what takes you to the point you can speak for the people? Like, somebody who's like never met you, never heard of you, one time hear about you, but became a fan. Like, what is the key to your world? Like,
I think the key to my world is assessing the world around me and noticing, like, not being preachy about the things that you see, because in the song I also say, mother breaks the internet with her ass and chest. Talking about Kim Kardashian and shit. There's like key things that be happening in the world that you want to be vocal about, but they're so stupid and petty. But they might look stupid and petty, but they really change in the world. Yeah. The thing that we choosing to focus on. And behind that is some war going on, you know, while you focusing on little Kim Kardashian and shit like that. So in my songs, I like to point out the things that are going on right now. I sing about that stuff right now.
Do you feel like the Kim Kardashians or whatever?
Look at how we talk about the Kardashians. Them bitches is rich. Yeah. Them bitches is
Shout
rich.
Kim though.
Shout out to Saint West. Right? That's the baby name?
Mm-hmm. Saint.
I didn't see the baby yet. Did they show the baby?
I don't know. It's gonna come out though.
All right.
So let's talk about you going on tour. I know you toured in Japan and London. How was that experience?
I toured in Japan twice. The first time I went to Japan, it was with this guy. I wish it John somebody. It was from him, and it was for Japan Music Week, right?
Okay.
And you know, it was a bunch of us from New York and around, you know, the tri-state area that eventually went, but we had to get our own tickets. But when we got there, we was getting paid for all of the shows, right? It was a week worth of shows. It was gonna be dope. You can imagine how I'm thinking. Like it's so funny because you know how Facebook show you those time flashback thingies. It showed me one a few weeks ago where I was going to Japan for the first time. I contacted designers and I got their clothes because I'm a person who loves brand marriage. So when I come over, I'm going to bring more than just Race 6. I'm going to bring me all my product and stuff and my music and my singing. But I have friends that design. I have friends that make art, glasses, everything. So I bought all of that over to sell. Like I was gung-ho about these events. And it was so funny because social media show you what they need to show you, i.e. I show you what you need to see. But when we got there, the guy was just a big ass fraud. Like the clubs wasn't packed that he had us in. We ended up making really good connections out there with the Japanese people because, you know, we go-getters, we're not going to let that trip go to waste. So
Exactly.
The person that I went out there with, we ended up making, you know, connections and stuff, and I stayed in contact with certain people. And this one label, I wish I remember the name of it, had a record store out there. They ended up putting Lips out in Japan. So then I came back and I toured again with DJ Sarasa, who's one of the biggest female DJs out there. Like she's a beast, cute little Japanese girl. And you know, it was great. When I went out there the second time with her, I performed for Nike, Gunganir event. We performed in Shibuya, Ikebukuro, Roppongi. We did it. We killed it. And I be rolling dolo too.
Yeah,
that's
I know,
so crazy
I know.
about it. Like, but I kill it. It was dope.
So you took a negative and turned it into a positive.
And then when I went to London recently, I did the I Love Live tour. And they had me like up in Nottingham and Leicester and all of that stuff. And I ended up shooting my Lifted Sam music video over there in front of a castle. Oh, that's where I shot it over there on a fucking iPhone.
Yeah, I love that video. Yeah.
International,
it's great. It's great touring because you get to hear and meet the people that know your music and they sing in the back with you and shit, and you're just like, whoa,
damn,
whoa. Even at BAM, like the BAM show,
that shit was crazy.
Man, listen, packed to capacity.
You know how many people couldn't get
300 plus people inside. Yeah, and then a line downstairs where people couldn't get in.
First of all, me and Andre, you didn't even notice. We snuck up in that bitch because he wasn't trying to let us in.
Straight out the elevator.
This old man was like, well, you could take the elevator. I'm like, so why aren't you taking that? Nigga, I'm going on the elevator. Like, he wanted to go so bad. And me and Mark was like, yo, let's just try. Fuck it. Yo, we got up in that bitch. He was like, okay, just move to the side. We was like,
it was a great show. It was amazing. And it was all ages, too. Family. It was kids jumping around singing my songs. It
was like everybody.
It was amazing.
Cool.
It was great. Everybody. It was great. I was so high off of that night.
Personal shout out.
Yeah.
Personal shout out. I feel great.
He walked through the crowd like, yeah, you see me.
I almost cried half the time when I saw everybody walking in. Like you just seeing different parts of like your past and your presence coming through the door. Yeah. I had ex-boyfriends there together. My manager was like, your ex-boyfriends are all friends. She was like, do they have like a Race 6 support group or something? I was like, no, it's just I'm a cool person because I'm grown. It's because I'm grown. I handle things completely different in life.
So they're like, if I'm gonna be friends with Raye, I gotta be friends with you.
Yeah. Everybody friends. Like, let's all be friends.
You love me, you love my kids.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit was lit though.
It was a beautiful show, and I performed a lot of my new music and stuff. I wrote all of that music in Miami when I had moved to Miami for the winter last year. It was great, and I used to use the hashtag like the other side of love, Miami Chronicles. I went down there to write my Life of Six album. I worked with a producer named Nature Boy from Baltimore.
Hold up, I know Nature Boy. Shout Nature Boy. That's my home. Like, you know,
he performs everywhere. He's up here sometimes.
That's like big shout out. That's like big brother right there. Like he's somebody like a really, even me coming out here playing my song, he help young, you know what I'm saying, underground artists really put on over there. You know, by making this mixtape.
He really does.
You know,
he really
every genre.
Yeah. Well, he pretty much did about 97% of my album. He did about 97% of it.
So how was the whole vibe just like work on him?
It was great because we were friends first for like 2 years, and he used to come and visit me at the other spot that he used to come to, the cave and shit. And he used to come and visit. He would sleep on the couch because he knew my other roommate Tyrone, so he would come over and he would play his stuff. I'd be like, yo, let me get a beat. He never would give me a beat for like 2 fucking years. I was like, why? Does he not? I'm like, does he not like me?
No, that's not the reason.
I didn't know what it was, right?
He like that was music.
Yeah, but I didn't know what it was. So then one day he came and he stayed at the crib, and he ended up putting like 50-something beats on my hard drive. I was like, and then I think I wrote to like 15 to 20 of them.
Yeah, that's dope. So did you like recording in the studio or performing live better?
Performing live. Yeah, performing live.
Do you like the studio life? Because I know a lot of artists are like...
It's hard for women to like the studio life because the studio life... See, when I was coming up in the studio life wasn't safe. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now they all, you know, filming and popping bottles in there and shit and fronting and everything. But studio life wasn't that back then. I used to go to Henchman Studio.
Oh, so we know what it is. Yeah.
So I used to have to lie. I was telling somebody this.
Studio, somebody really
because I was singing my ass off when I was a teenager. So I would sing whatever. I used to do Funk Master Flex stuff, and I used to do like everything in New York City. Like I've always been in New York City. And I was telling somebody this the other day. I used to be in Henchman Studio, and they were like, how did you learn how to record yourself and stuff? I'm like, because I used to have to lock myself in the studio. Yeah, exactly. So motherfuckers couldn't get in. And I used to run to the boards, press record, run back in the booth. So all you hear shuffling and shit. Like I used to record myself, so that's how I learned to record myself, because I had to keep myself safe. And then after that, when technology advanced, and I saw I never had to go into nobody's studio again and almost get raped or something. Like it's like you take everything into your own control, and they condensed the situation with a laptop and a microphone, a Scarlett box, get some keys, bring it up in your shit, like, and then whatever else you want to add to it, you lay the foundation of it here in your personal space. And that's how you get a song to sound great. It's great to be somewhere with an engineer and they're like, do this, do that, and they're gonna like, you know, EQ your pitch and all of that shit. But when you in your personal space, you can record some magic.
That's true. So and you know what you want it to sound like.
I do. So I do.
So I'm just curious, how long does it take you to record a song? Because like, okay, when I hear somebody like you, I just feel like it's just like,
if I do a song, sometimes it'll be in the morning, so it takes me the morning. Or if I'm in the afternoon before I gotta go wash my clothes and do something, I'm gonna knock it out then.
Okay, so once you write a song and you got the melody,
I record it.
You just
I recorded it immediately. That's things are right there. You know, they all.
But is it like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
No, I do that in my writing. No.
Okay.
I'm not hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because I only sing what I want to sing. I ain't never sing nothing I didn't want to sing.
But
so, and I only write what I want to write.
Naturally gifted, like you just have, like you know how like many people want that fucking voice.
Yeah, like, no, I've had a grown ass voice since I was a kid.
You have one of the best voices ever. That shit is so clean.
I used to sing Stephanie Mills' "Home" when I was a kid, because that was like my audition song for anything. I used to kill that song, but sounding like her as a kid, it was weird.
I'm busting those from now.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. And I wish I was home. I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. The wind that makes the tall grass bend into lean. Suddenly the raindrops that fall, they have a meaning. Okay, that's it.
I wish I had like a piece of your motherfucking voice. Like, just give me,
The tears start crying. You know, my eyes start getting wetter.
When I was little, I used to sing that, and I would be with my girlfriends, and you know, we little as shit in whoever's bedroom, and they would line up in front of me in the front of the bed, just sit there and be like, sing home, and I would sing home, and they would cry. Kara, Ty, you know who you are. They would just cry. They make me sing the song so they can cry.
So when did you know you had something?
Since I could speak.
Yeah.
The moment I could speak, because my mother always listened to music. Like I was a baby, my mom Anita Bakered out like. Teddy Pendergrass, Barry White, Al Green, like The Dumbness, Marvin Gaye. Like, of course I know how to sing because those are the people I listened to. You know, as a kid.
No, but that's not true because some people grow up in homes where they playing like all types of shit and can't sing a lick. When did you know, like, oh my God, I have a gift? Like,
since I was like 5, yo, like 4, 5 years old. I mean, like 4 or 5 years old. I ain't had no regular childhood. Like, I did not have a regular childhood. Since I was a child, I was always going after the music, no matter what point in my life. Like, I was always going after the music. When I was a kid, if it wasn't the church choir, I'm researching to go freaking do singing auditions somewhere in New York City. Yo, I used to get beatings when I came back home because I was a fucking teenager sneaking over to the city to sing for people. Going to the studio when I was a kid recording on cassette tapes exist. I've always been into music, and I've always been into the business of music. That's what I realized now. So as an adult, I've always been into the business of music. I knew music for me wasn't no game.
So
it was worth whatever you had to go through.
It was worth my mother beating the shit out of me all the time. Because she ain't want me to sing, boy. I used to be like, damn.
So how does it feel to work with Amy Winehouse producer? Like, that's like legend. Because you're saying like you've been singing forever. Like I feel like you set the tone to be legendary. I mean, you are legendary.
I think I set the tone for people who are genuine in music and respected in music and skilled in music to work with me. That's what I did.
That's real.
Based off of, yes, my singing and stuff, but based off of, they see my drive, you know? They see my drive. Those things that you see on the internet and shit like that, the MTV Movie Awards, red carpet, I crash those things. I don't fucking get invitations to things. Like, I make my mark. You know, so that's what I was doing.
But before that, how does it feel though, like working with him? Because it's like
well, it was great because Baby J, he's has this English accent. He'd be like, Raye, what are you gonna rock today to the song? Because when I was down there with him, we worked on like 19 songs together. When I was in the UK, he has this big ass house in how do you say it? Not Derby. It's spelled Derby, but it's Derby. So he has this big house in the countryside in Derby with horses and all of this, him and his wife and children. And I went out there and I worked on music with him. And that was the stuff that I picked with him. Lifted Sand, I Like, The Minute, Rat. Those songs, Come and Get It or She's Something. But those songs that I worked on with him were great because he's a real good producer. Like, he plays out things, you know? Like, he has a lot of knowledge when it comes to music.
Yo, the MTV. You know, you're not gonna leave with us. What happened at the MTV?
So I had this manager at one point in time, or whatever. She worked for MTV, and I can talk about it now because she don't work for MTV. They ended up firing her and shit because of this.
She fucking did what she was supposed to do. Right?
Yeah, she just got fired from their job. She was a liar, right? So she worked for MTV. She was like, yo, I got this house in Los Angeles that you should come to and stay at. And I have tickets for you for the MTV Movie Awards. And we're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, blah, blah. So I grabbed my bubble girl at the time, Akira, and I bust a ticket down, get her a ticket to LA. You know, we pay for the shit. We're going to go to the MTV Movie Awards. We get to this house. It's like the back house of some house in LA. like a little shed.
Yeah.
Like the bathroom was the size of this or something in a square.
Yeah.
It was crazy, son. But whatever. I'm gonna make the most of it.
Right.
Get dressed that day. We get up there to the MTV Movie Awards. It was in like Studio City or something or another. And we get there and she was like, all right, so I don't have no tickets for you. She was like, but this is what we're gonna do. I start screaming on this girl. It was crazy because I got the best thing out of one of the worst situations that I've had traveling on the pretense of somebody else's promises.
Yeah.
You know? And we ended up going, me and my bubble girl Akira, I was like, listen, this is how we're gonna do this. We had this other Italian lady with us. I said, when you get to that carpet, you're gonna shout out Raye 6, R-A-Y-E the number 6. Next, Raye 6, R-A-Y-E the number 6, because they're gonna be taking pictures, but they're gonna be writing stuff down. We're gonna do this right now. Like, I don't care if this little lying little manager girl ain't got shit together. I am going to maximize this situation. And I maximized that fucking situation, and my picture ended up with Katy Perry, The Rock, Diddy, Jackie Chan, Christina Aguilera. I had one of the most viral fucking pictures on the fucking internet from the red carpet that day. Like, that shit went viral in China, Lithuania, everywhere. It was just everywhere. So I did that, and then I went inside the spot. I think I did something with Funny or Die on there, the YBF. Like, I got so much great promotion from that. And then I went and I sat down and I realized I wasn't going to sit there and watch this whole show. I don't care about that. So I got up and I left, right? And we went back to this shacky house in the back of somebody's nice big house. We went to this shacky house. And I remember crying. I just started crying and shit because I'm like, yo, the things that go on in my life are so fucking surreal.
Right.
And it's like nobody would know because we don't tell the stories. You know, you want everything to look so beautiful and big and grand on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's like there's some shit that goes down after that. So after that happened, me and my girl Akira, you know, we decided we're gonna go home. We out.
Of course.
We were supposed to be there for like a week. We decided we're gonna go home. Yeah. But while we get to the airport, we have to wait 24 hours because we're on standby. While we sleep in the airport, on top of the motherfucking sink in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
It was the worst thing in my life.
Oh my God.
It was the worst thing in my life. But I crashed MTV Movie Awards recovered and I got big press.
And that's what
that's
about.
It's called sacrifice. It's called sacrifice right there. Yeah, we slept in the airport for 24 hours cold on bathroom sink. I remember we woke up.
Why you just sleep on the floor, man?
And then I think that we moved to the bathroom because the man came to clean the carpet with like water and shit like that. So then when they do that, they turn on these cold air blowers, these big ass machines to dry the fucking carpet with. So we went to sleep in the bathroom on the sink and we woke up to people washing their hands and shit. I was just like, oh my God, I don't even care. I don't even care.
I'm like, I'm ready to I just crashed the red carpet.
I just crashed the red carpet. I went viral. Immediately. Well, I'm sleeping on the sink. In the bathroom.
But that's the real shit. That's what No Boxes is being about. Just being able to like capture stuff like this. The shit that artists go through for real.
But yeah, I've done a lot of things. Like a lot of things. Not just the pretty things. I've done a lot of things. You know?
Yes. Fucking Raye 6. Yo.
We don't get to that fill in the blanks because it's like, I think you're interesting. Like, the world needs more people like you. You know what? Like, filling your story, like, it's inspiring because I can relate to like, you know, those moments of the struggle. A lot of people don't see the bigger picture. They just only see like the glamorous side. They don't see the other side. And the way you just put it, like, laugh about it. That's why it's supposed to be like, you know, it's a spirit.
Because I mean, it's funny as hell when you think about it. Like when you think about stuff that you had to go through to get to where you are right now, it turns out to be some funny shit because you alive and you breathing and you happy. You know? So
and then you put those experiences into songs.
you know?
I'm sure it's like shit. Sometimes maybe you go through those things just to put it in a song. You know, to help somebody else.
No, God does that to us. God does this all the time. It's God's fault. It's God's fault. He wrote this shit. He wrote this destiny. It's God's fault.
It's his fault. He gave you that beautiful voice. Like, why? Okay, show one. You can just drop a little bit, get for the verse. Yo, that's dope. So we're gonna ask you some questions, and then you fill in the blank.
Oh my gosh, this has never happened. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm not. No. What does music mean to you?
It's therapy.
Without music, I would be
working at a coffee shop.
Music is my life.
Because I live, sleep, eat, breathe, and shit it.
Dope. So.
Come on, I want one more.
Oh, okay.
This is a fun game.
No.
I'm pro-black because
my mother's a black woman. And I respect America.
I rock the afro
Because I feel closer to God.
I'm Raye 6 because
I was born this way.
I was born this way because
Ooh. I was born this way because life raised me.
How do you feel about that?
Put it in a song.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's what, people have places on this earth. Back in the day, most people's places were to be a healer, a thinker, or a leader. Mm-hmm. That shit splits up into a muse, a creative, and a person of the law. And then it becomes bigger and bigger. I was put on this planet to tell my story and to tell other people's story. I knew I was put on this planet to do music. That's what I was put here to do. All the other stuff that happens in between, whether it's the baking or the design stuff with the pillows, or
which are dope.
Working at this salon that I'm working at right now, meeting all these crazy dope ass people.
Yeah.
Man, one of our clients directed Cadillac Records. Do you know how that makes me feel? Makes me feel all good inside. It's like no matter what you do in your life, if you are a great person, you will always be connected to greatness. Just understand that. That's the lesson that I've learned. Understand that no matter what you're doing in your life, how mundane you think it may seem, how not on your level, it may be, you will always be connected to greatness as long as you're a great person. So.
Wow, like you're so open to the world. Like I feel like the music reaches across the world, and you're so close to it.
But I feel like I'm a very private person, and so socially, like I hang with my girls.
Right.
I be hanging with my girls, but other than that, it's just like that's it. Music, my friends, work, sleep.
So because you're so closed off, how?
Battery.
Talking about you being closed off.
Oh yeah. I am closed off because I like my personal time too. I like my me time. So that's why I think I'm really closed off, because I feel like when I'm out.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I feel like when I'm out, I give so much of myself that I need those times to be closed off.
So how big do you want to get?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Do you want to be that Grammy Award winning?
Yes.
Fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I can see your ass on Broadway.
So my team, the Ubiquitous Worldwide team, we call ourselves Grammy Family. We be putting that shit in the air. We put that shit in the air. We are a Grammy family.
Yeah.
She wants to win a Grammy. I want my music to be all over movies, and television. I want to travel the world and tour. Like, I want to do it all.
Yeah.
I want to write for people, because I feel like sometimes there are songs that I write that were relevant when they were relevant, and then I can't put them out anymore because they were conflict songs,
Gotcha.
Angry people shit.
Yeah.
So I like to give that angry shit to angry artists. Any angry artists out there, holler at me. Got some angry music for you. Shady ass angry ass music, like.
So why can't you put it out? Even though you're not in that space?
No, son, I can sell it to
zone.
somebody. I can give it to somebody because it needs to be out, because there are people out there that still feel that way.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way.
Yeah. But you can go back into that space.
Yeah. Nah, some spaces you can always go back into. There are some spaces that are so petty that
You can even step there. I feel it, nah.
Like Keisha Cole would rock the shit out of those songs that I got.
I understand.
Petty music.
Shots.
I did not call shots at her. I'm talking about my music.
Yeah.
Back then was petty music.
No, I understand.
That's why I call it conflict music.
Nah, but for it, like.
Yo, but
let's be honest, but it is what it is. I feel like you understand that because you know it goes back experience, especially the soul music.
Yeah.
Always his music is really close to people, like personally, and it's more like down to earth. I feel so you got it, like recognize what it is.
Yeah. I make a lot of soul music. I do. My new stuff. I love my new stuff. Dear God, Valley, The Only Thing We Ever... I have a song called The Only Thing We Ever Had Was Lust.
Why am I not surprised you have a song like that?
It's so real. That's the title. The Only Thing We Ever Had Was Lust. So
I feel like that's what I'm going through right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not good? It can be lust and not be serious.
Yeah, it's not serious.
Yeah. But mine lasted for 6 years.
Oh, cool. All right, I
don't know about that.
I'm like, I want love, but I'll take the lust for now. You know what I'm saying? So, since we talked about your lust lasting for 6 years,
I'm a serial monogamist.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Raye 6, and I'm a serial monogamist.
I'm glad you got that out, Raye.
Coming in near you.
I am. I'm a serial monogamist. This is the first time I've been single. That would be dope, right? Do another album like that. All love songs. But I've been single for 2 years now. It's my first time being single in like over 11 years, maybe 12, 13, maybe 15.
Do you write better when you're single, or?
I write, but I write
no matter
who I'm
with. That's dope. Yeah.
It's just a lot of people. Sometimes certain people influence songs. Yeah. My ex influenced a lot of these songs that's on the album, but a majority of them are just about my life. Gotcha. And my way of thinking about things in my life. It's not a preachy album at all. It's like self-realization and things like that, and wanting to express those things. But then I'll be throwing jab and certain shit.
You gotta get it out.
Once you process it, you're like, oh, that was a jab.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
Well, it is.
That's how I felt. Whatevs.
So, what does being out of the box or no boxes mean to you?
I think no boxes means having freedom, but not only having the freedom to express the fact that you are free. Like, don't be letting nobody hold you under constraints. You know what I mean? This world is huge. You can do and be whatever and whoever you want. I think that's what no boxes is. No boxes around here.
No boxes. Let the people know where they can find your music at.
You can find me at Raye 6, RAYE, the number 6. I have my own Pandora station. Pop that on because I know how people like Pandora. You know what I mean? I got my own. I'm an independent artist on my own Pandora station because I sought after that and got it.
Spotify.
I'm on Spotify.
Yeah.
My stuff is on iTunes. And then I know people use SoundCloud now. That's where you're going to find the most songs of mine on SoundCloud because I like to give a majority away free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, my stuff is out there. And follow me on social networks, RAYE, the number 6. And look out for my Life of 6 project with my Ubiquitous Worldwide family now. That's my new management. Shout out to Kim Knox, my music director, Donna Swinston. My glorious team, and peace.
Boxes.